Okay. Right, Claire-Marie, can you just say a couple of words?
So we're very excited to be on our first in-person trip for women leading in business. The sun is glorious and we've had a great tour around the 3 different businesses that emerged. So we've seen FareShare, we've seen Touchwood and we've seen the recycling.
Thank you very much.
0.42 kilograms. So that's an average meal. Obviously, a lot of what we redistribute wouldn't be what you'd class as a meal because it'll be, yogurt or fruit or snacks or crisps or whatever. But the average is the weight, and the weight is 0.42. So, why are we necessary? Why are we dealing with the food waste in the way that we're dealing with it? Because going to landfill is a problem, the greenhouse gases being emitted is a problem, but the largest problem that our clients are currently facing is food insecurity. Food insecurity is now at the highest point that it's been since the first week of the pandemic, since the first lockdown, and on average, 13% of people have gone a whole day without eating because they don't have access to food. The numbers are pretty terrible at the moment. The food insecurity is only getting worse and people are only getting more desperate. The cost of living increases are putting a lot of pressure on people, specifically people from black and ethnic backgrounds, from people who have disabilities, people who were on universal credit or currently on universal credit. A lot of our service users are in full-time employment and are still receiving benefits and still can't afford to feed themselves and their families. So we are working with food banks, with food pantries, with breakfast clubs, with hostels and with all the charities that we work with to make sure that people have access to, hopefully, nutritious food.
Right, sounds like we're at the seaside with all the gulls about, but we are at FareShare, the huge complex of Emerge, FareShare. Which comes first, Lucy?
East Manchester Environment and Resources Group Emerge.
This is Lucy Danger, and she, Danger, I know, she should have a t-shirt with it written on. Lucy
Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse. And she is CEO of
Emerge.
And is Emerge the umbrella?
Yeah, so Emerge is first and foremost a social enterprise, and then when we decided to run the FareShare franchise, to be fair to FareShare, they've been going a long time as well.
Yeah.
But they're a separate charity, London-based, and they work with organisations like Emerge that are sort of, embedded in communities, and they basically wanted us to run the FareShare operation for Greater Manchester. So we've been running FareShare in Greater Manchester for about 14 years now. So yeah.
Fantastic. And she's invited Alliance Manchester Business School Women Leading in Business, which I'm part of, but also as well for us to do a little bit of a Your Manchester to share with you, and for the Whitehead Files just to share with you what they do here, and so we can learn about food waste and not to waste any food.
That's right. So just to mention,
oh yes,
we called the building Maynard House in honour of Melanie Maynard, who is Marcus Rashford's mum. And we had the great fortune to meet her during lockdown. She came with Marcus, who was starting up his End Child Poverty campaign, and that's really crucial to us at FareShare and Emerge. And we were really thrilled to meet Melanie, and we decided we've been refurbishing this building so that we'd have a bigger, better depot and better facilities for our people. And we decided, rather than it being called Cheshire House as it was, it's now called Maynard House. To say a big thank you to Melanie and all of those parents who work so hard to do the right thing by their kids and put food on the table, even during the tough times.
And she was a single parent as well.
Exactly.
Come on, see you later. We're going inside.
Thank
Come
you.
on, let's go. Come on.
Oh, we're going. Come on then. Sorry.
Now we're in the freezer. It's lovely and cool on this hot day.
Catering packs are a bit of a problem for us, and that's why we're looking for more groups that can do catering.
yeah.
We could get a lot more catering side stuff, but we tend to kind of push back on it a bit.
The N40
Youth?
We just had a formal extension of best before dates, which is really fantastic.
brilliant.
Because you can use the food beyond the best before date, but they just formally agreed that we can do it now.
Lucy, what would you say in relation to best before dates? You know, because there's a lot of food waste domestically in people's homes. Would you say it's by product
Yes.
you make that decision?
I think you've got to, you know, back to the old days, use your sense of smell, use your taste it maybe.
Yeah.
And just, you know, if it's something that's chilled produce is a little bit different, isn't it? But even that, depending on what it is, if it's soft cheese, if it's prawns, be really cautious. If it's fish, you can smell it. You can wash it, smell it again. Is it still not? I had to throw some away the other day and I was gutted because I bought it. You know, it's like. But as a general rule, and if you're looking after an older person or someone who's a bit vulnerable or somebody who's pregnant, do not give them soft cheese past the best before, past the use by date.
How long you been here, Carlton?
4 years.
4 years. All right, and you're the guy that supports and puts all the magic into the wood and bring you back to life? Yeah? Oh, nice one. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name's Carol Ann, and I'm from your Manchester, and you're going to be on the TV because you're a bit of a legend.
We're going to one of their plants in Doncaster.
So Carlton, these are your benches.
Yeah. So they've been handcrafted. Mike, you tell us what they're made out of.
Yeah, so on the town hall it's all scaffold at the moment, isn't it? So Linden's the scaffold company, and I had one of the directors over called John, and he was saying to me, look, I love your operation, what can we do for you? And I said, well, we've got no scaffold board, and it's really precious in our world. It's okay. He said, how much can you handle? He said, as much as you've got. So he said, you sure? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And within like 3 weeks, 3 tractor units and trailers, you know, big 40-foot loads came, and I was already in chaos with the move. But he just like all our Christmas came at once, you know. So this is John's scaffold board. So we just rip it down and use it. It's perfect for outdoor. It's already been treated. It's wonderful for outdoor products. So that scaffold, this is actually the town hall wood. You know, I mentioned that red grey. Yeah. You can see it's stunning pitch pine wood. So it's a combination of different uses.
Can I just say that the bench, that bench, is made for proper bottoms. You know, you sit on some benches, you're just like, I'm almost teetering. Yeah.
Certainly at first though, when you try it out.
I will try out.
Everybody sat down.
Who's gonna hold the camera? Who's gonna hold the camera?
There's nothing like touching it.
That is a proper bench. And
Well
I was going to say greener up there.
Oh, it's solid. Come on, sit next to me.
So you get your all on, I'll get the
Come on. We can get a little one on here. Isn't it? We have rest back. Rest your head back.
What bench can we get for women?
I can't even reach the floor.
Greenery coming in.
Just stop moving.